Try and move on. And here's the Washington State starting lineup. D'Angelo Castro, known for his defense, but he has been strong offensively in the last couple of weeks. Lodwick, Klay Thompson back in there, averages over 21. Capers a defender, and Reggie Moore. It's good to see him back in the starting lineup after injuring his right ankle last week. The Washington starting lineup. Matthew Bryant Ammoning in 2 games, both losses to Washington State, only 4 for 19. Holiday coming off a concussion he suffered last weekend. Terrence Ross making his first college start, and Wilcox, and needs 1 win for 20, Marcus.
Well, outstanding tactician and a guy, as you mentioned, just very familiar being on this Washington staff. Everything that Lorenzo Romar is doing, he kind of has inside knowledge of.
He did practice 2 days this week. Klay Thompson back in there. Right hand does not go. Taken down by Capers. They want Klay off early, and he hits his first 3 attempts.
Well, that's a good sign. He comes out
1,644 points. This is Terrence Ross. This is a kid who I believe could have a lights out game.
Tough blow when he hurt the knee and was sidelined for the season. Give Isaiah Thomas credit for stepping up, but trust me, they miss Abdul Gaddy in the lineup.
Reggie Moore picked up his 2nd personal foul, goes to the sideline, and Capers back in, and that's Klay Thompson's 2nd 3. He's got 6.
He is not being reserved at all with this offense.
Comes up with a steal. There is the steal. Outlet to Aiden. And he is hammered, and down he goes. Faisal Aiden took a
kind of reminiscence of Dick Barnett's fallback baby. I'm too young to remember that fizz.
Isaiah Thomas knocks
to the paint, something that the Cougars have done a pretty solid job of preventing him from doing the last couple of times they played.
Klay Thompson on the drive, spinning around and knocking it down. Klay Thompson with 8 points in the first half.
Backs off and passes up a pretty open 18-foot jump shot, which may be the best look you get in a possession like this.
Once again, Cougar defense is keeping Thomas out of the middle. Scott Suggs brings it down as the Huskies going with Suggs, Isaiah Thomas for 3.
This is the pace. Actually, it's a pace that Washington State under Ken Bone prefers to play also.
Here comes Thomas.
He shows the foot speed to stay in front of Isaiah Thomas. Oh, my God.
Great pass by Isaiah.
But again, Terrence Ross, off that great pass from Isaiah Thomas, don't just turn it to a one-trick pony. He has got the slashing ability, Terrence Ross, the freshman, to make things positive happen at the offensive end of the floor.
Huskies on an 8-0 run. Klay Thompson for 3.
Nope. Don't come out here nonchalanting on your clothes.
Supported his teammates. He was in tears. He was feeding his teammates the basketball and their layup drills. And I think it may be a healing for this basketball team. And
these 2 teams met.
Good steal by Matthew. Ahead to Holiday. Thomas tried to get the foul call, didn't, and then shovels it to Matthew. And NBA scores his 2nd field goal in the last 30 seconds.
Tremendous activity and energy on the part of NBA. Matthew Bryant type stretches for both teams, actually. A lot of stuff going on, not a lot of positive stuff happening.
Thompson fights his way inside, scores, has a chance for the old-fashioned.
To be successful, you operate at a different pace. And here's a young man that humbled himself in front of his peers.
Huskies now 4 of 13 from 3-point range. Thompson has it swatted into the stands by Matthew Bryant Ammoning. Basketball against a rather lethargic Bruin outfit. And they
pound maybe the strongest man in the entire Pac-10, his ability to bench press and power lift and do all that stuff.
Finally, Holiday gets it to go with fierce competitor. There's a steal. Wilcox for 3.
With the style of play of the Huskies, when you pick up the end of the game at the other end for you.
Lodwick missing the 3. Capers has it stripped from behind by Holiday. Ahead to Thomas. Watch this. No.
Quick shot by Washington State leads to the transition opportunity, leads to the open shot by Isaiah Thomas.
Boom. Timeout. Out. Ken Bone watching them dribble into the forecourt.
There's another
Steal by Matthew Bryan Ammoning. Holiday saves it to Wilcox. Oh, what a tip-in by Matthew Bryan Ammoning. Washington has their first lead of the night. Look at Thomas. No. Rebounding Capers. Outlet Thompson. Got it. They tried the alley-oop, but it was not well read by Matthew Bryan Ammoning. I thought Thomas and MBA had good eye contact. Thompson. No. Holiday. Outlet Thomas. There you go. That'll work. He's one of the best running big men in the country. State, maybe Washington on the NCAA tournament bubble. Everybody wants to go in March. Klay Thompson will go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
We talk about Matthew Bryan Ammoning sprinting rim to rim. Does a great job of it. Nice speed from his teammate Isaiah Thomas. And up and finishing, and then Faisal Faden Aiden, which to be at the tail end of, but to be a part of. But now Ken Bone, let's see the adjustment that he makes coming out of the timeout. Is going to be some one and done, aggressive trapping of the inbound pass. Now retreat back into your man-to-man defense.
Thompson for 3.
I tell you the problem, Darnell Gant did a great job retreating to protect the basket. But then his guy, Lodovic, sprinted out into that ball screen on Klay Thompson and left him behind. Nobody there to hedge or close out on Thompson.
Darnell Gant in the lane knocks it down. His first field goal, and that's the first points from the bench for Washington all night long. Modem. No, it rolled off the back of the iron.
Modem misses that, but Lodovic, great job of sealing off the defender so he could get a pretty decent look at the bucket.
Scott Suggs slices it off the glass and good. Gets fouled, has a chance for 3.
Secure ball handler.
Holiday. Oh, man, he just flew along that baseline. Cougars remain in that zone. Njai is double.
Not really the guy you want handling of the ball.
That's the guy you do.
I mean, Njai throwing it into him, fortunately.
During the 11-minute mark of this quarterfinal game. Holiday misses. He was knocked down, no foul call. Thomas picks up the loose ball and gives Washington the lead.
Here, though, Thompson, Holiday, especially Klay coming off that screen, trying to work the left side of the floor. The traveling violation not called. Hurts.
Oh, I love the way Klay Thompson set that up. A little jab into the middle of his defense.
This frenetic kind of hurried pace that the Huskies have turned this game into.
Thompson for 3. Give him 30 on the night.
If you allow him to execute their all by himself, you force it into the bigs, get it blocked.
Ooh. Casto tried to pick him up. Instead, Thomas has it. A 2-on-3 break. The result is a 2-pointer for Justin and Faisal.
They've expended a lot of energy with the full-court trapping approach. Tough to sustain that. Got to give the energy with this guy.
Oh my! He's got 33.
Got to give that
32.
Energy.
They're calling it a 2, Marcus. I'm sorry.
You got to give that energy defending Klay Thompson as well as he is shooting the basketball this evening. You can't think rest in your zone defense.
His career high is 43. Did that against San Diego last year. Meantime, Matthew Bryan Ammoning gets it inside game on a Thursday night at Staples Center in Los Angeles. Ammoning scores again.
High level of conditioning.
Terrence Ross.
Nice. You know what's nice
right at Klay Thompson.
You know what's nice?
Washington now by 6. Thomas on Thompson. Reggie Moore knocks down a 3, and that's it. Roderick, D'Angelo Castro, and Klay Thompson on the floor for the Cougars. Wow! sensational night for Klay Thompson. 35 for the junior.
How sweet it is to be able to shoot the basketball.
C.J. Wilcox right back at you.
Here we go. Here we go.
Why not get it back to the hot man? Misses off the front of the iron. Wilcox picks up the loose basketball.
Marcus Capers trying to deny Isaiah Thomas.
He's feeling it.
Here he comes. So this is the guy. He showed against this offense 11 assists in this basketball game.
Wilcox.
Oh, don't give me that. Been a big key in this game, Steve. Just the energy, the offensive skill level.
Washington State breaks the press. They give it up. Here's Casto throwing it down. Pick and roll.
Nice.
Little big man.
Nice.
Wow.
Keeps. You need to have one hand pointing at Klay Thompson all the time.
Thompson. 38 points.
Oops.
He is 1 point shy of Reggie Miller's tournament record for a non-overtime game. One of the best defenders in the conference. Justin Holiday will pick him up.
Mano Klay Thompson weaves his way to the basket, gets himself to the free throw line.
An 83% foul shooter will try and tie it up. The most points in a Pac-10 tournament game, 41 in 2 overtimes by Leon Poe. Reggie Miller, we just told you, had 39 in regulation way back in '87.
Bye-bye, Reggie. Oh, or hello, Reggie. If he can knock down one basketball.
Thompson makes the second. It's a 1 point game. Thomas somehow gets it to fall.
Going left, blowing by Reggie Moore. Should have forced him back into the crowd to his right hand. But a great move by Isaiah Thomas.
Thompson misses. Rebounded in England. Misses the front end of the penalty. So Thompson with a chance for the tie. Looking for the screen. Drives to the lane. And scores. 41. That ties the Pac-10 record. Suggs breaks free.
Or do you look to foul in the situation?
Reggie Moore coming up the floor. Suggs taking him defensively.
There's a foul. There's a foul on the floor. 9 seconds left. You don't want him to get the three-point shot off. Great job. Great job. A lot of teams would foul right when Reggie Moore caught the ball on the inbounds pass. But they allowed him to bring the ball up the floor, take or an offensive rebound, put back, or a slap out to a shooter like an Aiden, the winner like the buzzer or Klay Thompson. Down the ball, throw it down to your end of the floor. And as soon as this touch, this game is over. So, I mean, this doesn't tarnish the effort by Washington State and the great coaching maneuvers by Ken Bone this entire game. Just, you got to throw it up there, and then you almost got to let a Cougar grab it in the backcourt and not commit a foul going for the basketball.
They throw it down court.